Welcome to the collection update for May of 2022. And as always, as you know by now, we do start with the new releases. Got a bunch here to talk about. We have, if I'm clearing my throat a lot, I do apologize. I'm getting over these. It's like every time the weather changes, my sinuses act up, so I do apologize. We have the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of Sing 2. Really enjoyed this movie, saw this in theaters. Really did like it. Tons of great content on here, special features wise. But yeah, really, really good movie. I actually like it a little bit more than the first. Then we have the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of The Reckon. From Lionsgate and Saban. I actually had to look up how to pronounce this because I was at a loss. Because I thought you pronounced it the Requin, and that's not at all. It's the Reckon, like you're wrecking something. I'm gonna wreck it. This was okay. Alicia Silverstone is awesome in this as this just this woman who wants to have this vacation getaway. But their vacation house kind of floats away during this really bad storm, and they're stuck out in the middle of nowhere. And then the movie starts to really drag, and then it gets really funny near the end because you see this really bad CGI shark. Oh, it was kind of a mess, but I don't know, it's worth a one-time watch. Then we have the Blu-ray digital code combo pack of Death on the Nile. Saw this in theaters and really, really enjoyed this. I liked the first one a little bit more than this one, but yeah, this was a fun the Murder on the Orient Express. Excuse me, but yeah, this was still a good movie. I can tell you though, I had the people that did it because mini spoiler alert, there are two killers. I had the people who did it and their motives for doing it pinned within 15 minutes of this over 2-hour movie. And I was right. Then we have the Blu-ray digital code combo pack of Scream, the new one. I absolutely love this movie so, so much. One of my favorites of the year so far. I absolutely loved it. Seeing this in theaters was just an absolute dream for me. I can't wait for the next one that they're going to do. Yeah, I loved this movie. I think that Radio Silence, the guys behind Ready or Not, who did this, they did such a fantastic job with this. I think the returning cast that comes back are great, and the new cast is awesome. I mean, they really did a good job picking people that I do want to follow for the next movie when they do it. So yeah, it's really, really cool. There are some really cool special features on here, including one where they talk about Wes Craven, which is really very nice. But the only thing that confuses me is that normally, sometimes home media releases will include the theatrical trailer as a bonus. And this includes the trailer for the original Scream, the first film, but not for this. I don't quite get that. So, really the only complaint, but still, absolutely fantastic movie. Loved it to death, and I'm going to be watching it every Halloween season like I do with the other ones. Then, this I was going to get back in January, but Best Buy actually didn't get in any copies of this. It just so happened that I picked this up while I was out hunting somewhere else, and there was a Best Buy nearby, and they're like, yeah, we have a copy of it. And that is Black Friday. This was a pretty entertaining slasher, well, not slasher movie, but goofy supernatural horror movie about these alien creatures that break into this huge Toys R Us store on Black Friday and start infecting people. Really is very dumb, but it's also a very entertaining movie. You got Bruce Campbell, Devon Sawa, Michael Jai White in here. Really, really fun movie. I recommend that one. Speaking of Devon Sawa, I am so happy that not only does this have a Blu-ray release, but I have now seen this. I binged this in one day because it's only 6 hours. But that is season 1 of Chucky. I gotta tell you, USA and Sci-Fi have done an amazing job with this. They really did, which I knew they were going to because it was it's from Don Mancini. He created the friggin' thing for uh, since the first movie. He's been behind it all. But I texted people. I didn't know that Sci-Fi allowed like cussing and everything, like f bombs and everything. So I texted a couple people. I said, "Was this like that when it aired?" And they're like, "Yeah." So I don't know. I guess Sci-Fi is one of those channels now. Good for them though. It's certainly graphically violent, but the language is what shocked me. Like, oh, they said the F word. Really, really good show. Um, for those who are going to wonder, can I go into this without having seen the movies? The answer is no. The first half of the season is more about revolving around Chucky interacting with these guys, these new group of characters who are there throughout the whole season. Um, the second half of the season relies heavily on you having seen the other movies, because that's when the other characters from the movies come back. That's when you get Tiffany and Nika and Andy and Kyle. That's when they all start coming back. So the second half really depends on you having watched the other movies. This is a direct follow-up to Cult of Chucky. It actually takes place 2 weeks after Cult of Chucky, so if you remember the ending of that movie, all the craziness and stuff that ensued, that takes place after just a couple weeks after that. This was awesome. I absolutely loved this. I cannot wait for season 2. Some pretty cool special features on here. The Legacy of Chucky featurette was entertaining because Fiona Dourif, the very beautiful Fiona Dourif, was talking on there about how, since Brad Dourif, who is the voice of Chucky again, such an iconic voice behind that character, she's like, I went to the premiere of this movie when I was 5, and I was so scared I hid behind a chair, so or hid under her chair, which was cute. Then this surprisingly took a long time to come to Blu-ray, and that is the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of Come On, Come On, the A24 movie with Woody Norman and Joaquin Phoenix. This was a really, really great movie. Really liked this one. Not much more I can say about it. It is really, really great. This I really liked. This is Last Looks with Charlie Hunnam and Mel Gibson. They say Morena Baccarin. She is literally in 2 scenes, one at the beginning, one at the end. She has like 3 minutes of screen time. This, however, was really, really good. This is all about Charlie Hunnam plays like this detective who lives in his like little camper, and he one of the things I really liked was that he limits himself to only owning 100 things. So I think that's pretty cool. He's a PI now. He has that kind of cliche backstory where he's a PI because he was a cop, and then some stuff happened, and now he's a PI. Well, he is now called on to solve this case of this murdered actress who is the wife of Mel Gibson's character, who does this like Southern courtroom drama show. This was such a good movie. I really, really highly recommend this one. It's really it's a modern noir movie, but it's really, really good. It's funny. It's also extremely entertaining and very well done. I really loved this movie, so definitely get it if you can and check it out. Then we have the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack of Spider-Man No Way Home. You know this movie. Everybody and their mothers, sisters, brothers, cousins, roommates know this movie. It's amazing. The special features on here are also good. I'm not going to talk about this because everybody has talked about it, and I'm honestly kind of sick of hearing about it. One thing I will talk about, Sony's been doing this, these thin Blu-ray cases, and Disney's been doing it too. Stop doing that. Stop. Because they are, when you open them up, they start to, you can see it right here. I'll take the coat out. You can see it's starting to crack at the bottom. That's because these cases are so skinny that they tend to crack and be a little bit more flimsy. But that's just first world problems. Spider-Man. Then from Lionsgate and Saban, we have the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of War Hunt, and this was okay. Basically, just kind of like one of those historical fiction movies where it's like some weird things are happening, and World War II is also happening. So, you know, it was all right. It was good for like a one-time watch, but nothing more, nothing less. This I actually did not see in theaters, which is surprising because a lot of people kind of were asking me if I had seen this, and I didn't because I have Regal Unlimited, and basically you pay $18 a month and you get into whatever you want for free. You have to pay like a 52-cent convenience fee when you buy your ticket, but really, I mean, that's it. Like, that's how they make their money. But yeah, it's I get in to see everything. It's basically if MoviePass was done correctly. And also reminiscent of AMC A-List, which a lot of people still have, and obviously AMC A-List is doing really well because they figured out how to do it. This did not show up to Regal, and I said, okay, well, what's close by that's playing it? And I saw that Cinemark was playing it over in Valley View, which I think is the best movie theater I've ever been to. So I was like, okay, I might go see it there. Then I heard a couple of people say that for some reason the sound, especially for this particular movie, was either not loud, it wasn't turned up properly, or it was completely blown out. And for any movie, that's not good, but this is a musical film, so that's really not good. So I said, I might just wait until it hits Blu-ray. And I did, and I'm honestly glad I did, because, hey, what do you know? I have it. And that is the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of Cyrano, the Peter Dinklage. And I know I'm surprised that this didn't come to Regal either. I even asked Austin, I was like, are you guys planning on getting this? And he's like, I don't think we are, which is weird. With the amount of stupid shit that passes through Regal, you would think that a movie from Universal and MGM would get put in there, but no. So, yeah, this was really, really good. I really enjoyed this. A very good telling of this tale. I really loved this. See this. Then from our Grindstone Cowboys, appropriate enough, we have the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of Desperate Riders. Ordered this through Amazon because, for whatever reason, only the DVD was available in stores, which is a little odd. This was just alright. That's all I have to say about it. Not the best, not the worst. Then we have the Blu-ray digital code combo pack of Jackass Forever. Saw this in theaters, loved it, actually reviewed it on Blu-ray Tuesday. The special features are basically just like never-before-seen stunts. And I was kind of worried with watching them because 2 days before I rewatched this, I had watched Jackass 4.5. I was like, are all the special features just shit that I've already seen? And surprisingly not. There's only one or two out of like the 20 here that you see either the full clip of or just a part of a clip in Jackass 4.5. The rest of it is exclusive to the disc, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, great movie. Lots of penis in that, so... Then, also from Lionsgate and Saban, we have the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of The Exorcism of God. This one is also just okay. Could have been a lot better, should have been a lot better. And the making of featurette is actually really interesting because the director seems to be really into like explaining why he did this movie, which is great. If only that passion had kind of been illuminated in the final product. It's an okay movie. It's a very ridiculous movie about, like, an exorcism gone wrong in the beginning, and he has to basically exorcise this demon that may or may not, this priest that may or may not be his son. So, it's very, very weird. It's hard to explain, but like I said, it's okay. Then, this did not play in theaters. This was from... I believe Showtime showed this. This is the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of The Humans by A24. This was good. It wasn't great. Um, I don't know. I was just expecting a little bit more out of this, but this was still really good, and I would recommend it. Basically, this dysfunctional family drama about these guys this family getting back together for like one last Thanksgiving because their mother, played by June Squibb, she's got some mental issues happening upstairs, and they don't know how long she has left to really recognize them anymore. Very good movie, just nothing I would rush out to get. Then also from Grindstone, we have the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of Expired, or as it's known on Letterboxd under its original title, Loveland. This was also just okay. Been kind of disappointed with these recently. Um, excuse me. Very, very, very pretty to look at. I will say that it was an okay movie. I would recommend it for one watch, but yeah, this like kind of cyberpunk techno thriller movie. Um, this guy is injected with this drug, and if he doesn't find the antidote within a certain amount of time, he could die. And then the last of the new releases is one I saw in theaters. This was a huge bomb. This was the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack of Moonfall. I went with the Target exclusive on this because I like the slipcover artwork better. I mean, sure, that artwork is fine. That's the normal artwork, but I like that. I like that slip artwork better. Really fun movie. I really enjoyed this. I know a lot of people surprisingly hate this. A lot of people are like, they seem to be missing the point when they're criticizing the movie. They're like, well, the science is all wrong because the moon wouldn't be able to do this, that, or the other. And I'm like, that's kind of the friggin' point. The movie is you're going into a movie called Moonfall already with the idea in your head that, hey, this is a 2 hour plus movie about the moon crash landing to Earth. Why would you sit there and automatically start picking apart the physics and logic of it? I don't understand. I really enjoyed this. I will die on this hill. I really enjoyed this movie. Yes, I really liked it. Sue me. And now for the other Blu-rays that were not new releases. From $1.25 Tree, I picked up this Mill Creek double feature of Reservation Road and Return to Paradise. This is a Joaquin Phoenix double feature. They are both on one disc, which is fine by me. Picked this up mainly for both of them, but Return to Paradise, because I have that on VHS and I wanted a DVD or Blu-ray copy, and I got it. This I got at a Savers. I will also die on this hill because excuse me. Again, I apologize. I don't think that this movie deserved the negative reception that it got, especially the vicious derision it got when it came out. And that is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack, because it was a library rental, of Gem and the Holograms. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I hate it when people go, that killed my childhood, that raped my childhood. Your childhood already happened. Nothing really, I mean, come on. Really? 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 I really enjoyed this movie. I really, really, how many times am I going to say really? It's 1:30 in the morning, give me a break. I liked this one a lot, and that's not a movie I come across very often. I think it's out of print. DVDs, and we are starting off with two new releases, one from Paramount and Saban, that being the new Bruce Willis flick, Gasoline Alley, also with Luke Wilson and Devon Sawa. This was pretty decent. If you like the recent Bruce Willis flicks like I've been liking them, you know what to expect here. Pinocchio, A True Story, the movie that TikTok has memed to death, from Grindstone. This, I was actually disappointed that this wasn't as terrible as I was hoping it would be. This was very dull. It was kind of boring. Basically, it's Pinocchio, but with Pauly Shore voicing Pinocchio as a very effeminate, disinterested tomboy throughout the whole thing. There you go. What do you want me to say there? Now on to the other DVDs from the Walmart $5 bin. Excuse me. I normally don't do the $5 bin, mainly because the ones that are closest to me are stacked so frickin' high that you can't find anything that you want without tipping the whole thing over. But I found this, and this is the Flintstones Yabba Dabba 2-pack, both movies on their own disc. Comes with the Flintstones and the Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas. I've been looking for a DVD copy for the Flintstones for the longest time. I love that movie. I grew up with it. The second one's also pretty good, so I'm glad that I got this included with this, but, yeah. And it's not like that I was unable to, it's difficult to track down a DVD copy of the Flintstones. Cheapest I can find it for is like $10 to $12, and it's like, I'm not really willing to pay that much for it. $5 for both of them? Yeah, give it to me. For $1, Mon Pa Kettle Complete Comedy Collection. You can also find this in the $5 bin at Walmart, which is still a really good deal, but I found this for $1 at a thrift store. This comes with all 10 of their films. The Egg and I, Ma and Pa Kettle, Go to Town, Ma and Pa Kettle Back on the Farm, Ma and Pa Kettle at the Fair, Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation, Ma and Pa Kettle at Home, Ma and Pa Kettle at Waikiki, the Kettles in the Ozarks, and the Kettles on Old MacDonald's Farm. Those all sound very riveting. But a 10-movie set from Universal. We have History Channel Classics, Decoding the Past. This has a bunch of documentaries about, what is it? The Bermuda Triangle, Mysteries of the Garden of Eden, Nazi Prophecies, The Real Sorcerer's Stone, Secrets of the Dollar Bill, Secrets of the Playing Card, Unraveling the Shroud, and the Spear of Christ. Those all sound really interesting to me, so definitely wanted to get my hands on that. Flirting with Disaster. Ernest's Wacky Adventures Volume 1. This comes with 2 of his movies, Ernest in the Army and Ernest Rides Again. And it also comes with Greatest Hits Volumes 1 and 2, basically all of his TV commercials, which is awesome. Love Jim Varney. Identity, rest in peace, Ray Liotta. Oh my god. That shocked the shit out of me when I heard he died. One of the best actors, period. The Untouchables, great movie. I just didn't have a copy of it in my collection yet. Really, really good movie. The Horse Whisperer, replacing a VHS copy. This movie is nearly 3 hours long. What the hell for? So, Selma, Lord Selma. Excuse me. Young Guns. Who Made the Potato Salad with Jaleel White and a bunch of other people. This should be interesting. For the Love of Money with Eddie Furlong. Silverado. One Day in September. This is all about the Munich Massacre from 1972. The documentary on it. Really, I've been wanting to get a copy of this for a little while. Out on Parole. School Ties. This was a Brendan Fraser movie that I needed. Hip Hop 101 The Game. Learn the game from the industry pros. Master P, Nelly, Fat Joe, KRS-One. Okay, yeah, you're going to want to take notes from him, actually. RZA, G-Unit, Ghostface Killah, Scarface. This also comes with bonus audio CD. Now, what's on the CD? P.D. Pablo doing the intro. Actually, a bunch of people that I haven't heard of. Like, I've heard of Ghostface Killah, obviously, in Tragedy, Gaddafi. Who the hell is Life featuring P-Dap? Willie Stubbs? I don't know. Just seemed interesting. The Sweetest Thing, the unrated cut. Birdie, a Nick Cage movie I needed. Excuse me. 2 Can Play That Game. This was a cool double feature that I found. This, by the way, that crackling that you hear is like the Sabres sticker residue. Jim Brown in Slaughter and Slaughter's Big Ripoff. Look at that. These look cheesy as all hell. I can't wait to watch those. Fahrenheit 9/11. Unraveling the Truth About Michael Moore's Fahrenheit 9/11. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. featuring Ed Koch, Dick Morris, Ron Silver, Congressman Peter King, along with citizens and soldiers who found themselves in Michael Moore's film and who feel misrepresented and betrayed. I don't know. Then a Warner Archive title, Sweet Revenge. Look at that. That's awesome. Jamie Foxx presents America's Funniest Comics. Garden State, a movie I've never seen. Prey. This is awesome. Warner Brothers Gangsters Collection, Volume 3. They did at least 4 of these. This comes with the Black Legion, excuse me. Brother Orchid. The Lady Killer. Why am I adding the? Picture Snatcher. Smart Money. And The Mayor of Hell. So, very, very cool. Found this for $4. You can't beat that. Alrighty. Just give me a second. Alright. Animorph with Willem Dafoe. Saturday Night Live, the best of 06 and 07. Who are the hosts here? So we have Alec Baldwin, Dane Cook, Matthew Fox, Jake Gyllenhaal, Shia LaBeouf, Hugh Laurie, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Ludacris, Jeremy Piven, Peyton. I hope they have the United Way sketch on here. Get your head out of your ass. You suck. Everybody gather in, except for you. I can't even look at you. Jeremy Piven and Justin Timberlake. Oh, does this have Classic Peg on it? Oh my god, I gotta watch this. Classic Peg. My Dog Skip. NFL's Greatest Super Bowl Moments. When was this published? 2005. Wonder if they talk about the Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake thing. The Best of Oblivious, the game show you don't know you're on. Apparently that's a show. Galaxy Quest, really fun movie. I just didn't have a copy of it. This was awesome. 20 Years Too Soon, the superstar Billy Graham story. So, spoiler alert, because we're going to get to the books in a couple minutes. Somebody, dropped off a bunch of wrestling books, so really cool. And the Billy Graham one was one of them. Cape Fear. Shakedown. This is a movie I've been wanting to see for a while. This was awesome that I found this. The complete series of Police Squad in color. This is awesome. This is the catalyst for what started the Naked Gun movies, spoof cop drama show. Cannot wait to sit down and watch all these. A Criterion Collection, Cries and Whispers. Mother Krampus 2, Sleigh Ride. If I didn't know pretty much everybody in this movie would not be in my collection because it's not that great. It's Christmas time in Cleveland, Ohio, and 4 young women are on the verge of completing their mandatory 30 days of community service. With only one night to go, they are required to make a series of in-home visits to the older and less fortunate. At their final stop, they meet a pleasant older woman who graciously welcomes them into her home for the evening. However, as darkness falls and the cold settles in, they begin to realize that there is far more to their seemingly innocent host than meets the eye. You have Caitlin Newberry, loved to death. You have Tiffany Hilton, whom I've not met. You have Robbie Barnes, which, spoiler alert, I shot with her today for the show. You have Rachel Anderson, George Tootie, and Roger Connors. This, by the way, I want to let people know, it intentionally does not have anything to do with the first Mother Krampus film. The distributor of this, Cinedigm and ITN, specifically made it a point to call it Mother Krampus 2. Brazil. Breakout, another Brendan Fraser movie I needed. I have season 1, and now I have the complete second season of Eastbound and Down. Now all I need are seasons 3 and 4, and I'll have the whole series. Pros and ex-cons. The Super, replacing a VHS copy. And the Midnight Horror Collection, Volume 2. This comes with Haunted from Within, Watch Me, Doll Graveyard, The Fear Chamber, Deadfall Trail, Zombie Dearest, Demonic Toys 2, and Evil Bong 2, King Bong. All cinema classics. Excuse me, guys, I'm almost done. We're not done with the DVDs yet, though. We have some series. First off, I found seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 at Savers. Pretty much paid altogether like $12 for all those seasons. But it was missing season 5. And I called my exchange. They said, yeah, we got season 5. So I ended up getting season 5 for, after using my points, only $1. So I now have the complete series on DVD of Breaking Bad. It was weird because just last collection update, I had found the steelbook for El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, and I was like, I need to get the show. Now I have the show. So I can now sit down. I do understand that these are on Blu-ray, but hey, if I can get them for cheap on DVD, I'll settle for DVD. But yes, all 6 seasons. You got season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is the final season. So there we go. Then I picked up seasons 1 and 2 of Bluey. This show is absolutely fantastic. I will watch the show any day of the week. I'm actually glad I picked it up on DVD because it says it includes the Australian originals, which, according to the disc, by the way, you get Bluey stickers. Isn't that awesome? Who do we have? We have Bluey, Bingo. I don't know who these other characters are yet. I have not gotten that far into the show. Indy, Muffin and Socks, Chloe, Mackenzie, Rusty, Lucky, Snickers, Coco, and Honey. But it says, I guess the Australian originals start for season 2. So there we go. And then for super cheap, I ended up using my birthday discount at the exchange on this, which is the complete series of a show that I've wanted for such a long time. I originally wanted the Mill Creek Blu-ray set, but once I found this, I was like, I kind of want this more because it's the original Universal releases, and it comes in this cool snakeskin case. And that is the complete series of Miami Vice. Look at that, it opens up. All 5 seasons are nice and uniform in there. Kind of surprised, actually, that they didn't package the movie with this. Sometimes, when there's a complete series of a show and there's been a movie that's been made that's in association with it, they will stick the movie in there. I guess they didn't do that because it's Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx as Crockett and Tubbs. But it's still Michael Mann doing it, and Michael Mann created the show. It's just like with this Sex and the City set, this shitty Sex and the City set. I mean, I'm glad to have the complete series, but seriously, whoever put this together did a horrible job. They put both of the movies in here, I guess, because it's the same cast and everything, so it's related to the show. But yeah, very, very nice set. Very, very happy to have this. Let's blow through the... Do I have any VHS? No VHS this go-around. Spoiler alert, for next collection update, there will be a lot. But we do have some CDs. Found a ton of great stuff. The soundtrack to Sunset Park. You can't get this on Apple Music. This has Tupac, Ghostface Killer featuring Raekwon, The Dog Pound, Mobb Deep, Aaliyah, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, and more. Onyx, Junior Mafia. The soundtrack to Godzilla, another infuriating Apple Music release because you can get some of it on there, but not the whole thing. The Wallflowers, Puff Daddy with Jimmy Page, Jamiroquai, Rage Against the Machine, Ben's Folds 5, Fuel, Foo Fighters, and more. Pokemon the Movie 2000 soundtrack. I didn't know they did one for this. So we have Donna Summer, Dream Street, Youngstown featuring Nobody's Angel, Weird Al Yankovic, Pokemon, that's awesome. The B-52s, O-Town. Yeah, okay, perfect, awesome. The soundtrack to Rob Zombie's Halloween, trying to get as many horror soundtracks as I can. This is a really good one. This has some classic stuff like Don't Fear the Reaper, Love Hurts, Tom Sawyer, Let It Ride, and some more. This is a really great soundtrack. The soundtrack to the remake of Carrie. This has Lord Huron, Rogue Wave, Portugal the Man, Haim, Vampire Weekend, The Naked and Famous, and more. Soundtrack to Men in Black. It slaps. I got that joke out of the way. Of course, you have the title track by Will Smith. Snoop Dogg and Jermaine Dupri, Genuine, Alicia Keys, The Roots, Nas, Tribe Called Quest, Destiny's Child, De La Soul. The soundtrack to Batman and Robin, another thing where they put like 3 or 4 tracks on there, which why are you even going to offer that you have this? This has the Smashing Pumpkins, Bone Thugs and Harmony, REM, Jewel, the Goo Goo Dolls, and of course, R. Kelly. This is a cool soundtrack, The Lost Boys. I've heard it before, but I wanted a copy for myself. The soundtrack to Now and Then. Soundtrack to Rush Hour. This I do have on my phone. I just wanted a physical copy in case something happened to it. The soundtrack to The Producers, the Borders exclusive that has an extra track, which I thought was great. Great movie, by the way. The soundtrack to Mortal Kombat, which I can find pretty much anywhere I go. But I could not find, for the longest time, the soundtrack to Mortal Kombat Annihilation. So now I have both of them. Yeah. Whoa. The soundtrack to Black Rain. The soundtrack to Johnny Be Good. The soundtrack to The Long Kiss Goodnight. The soundtrack to The Big Hit. The soundtrack to Resident Evil Extinction. And the Source Hip Hop Hits Volume 3. Pretty cool. Some books, and then I bid you adieu. Wicked Intentions, A Remote Farmhouse, A Beautiful Temptress, and the Lover She Murdered by Kevin Flynn. The Select by F. Paul Wilson. Irresisting Impulse by Robert Lindsay. A Beautiful Young American, A Blue-Blooded Prince Charming, A Cinderella Story with a Shattering Twist. Damn it, excuse me. Blameless by Barbara Shapiro. Deep Shaker by Les Roberts. Justice is Served, A True Story of Greed, Betrayal, and Murder for Hire by Robert K. Ressler and Tom Skekman. The Dark Half by Stephen King. Kill Shot by Elmore Leonard. Some more Elmore Leonard here with Riding the Rap and The Hot Kid. Elmore Leonard is also always welcome in the library. American Sniper by Chris Kyle. I've actually read this book. It's really good. Yeah. The Good, the Bad, and the Undead by Kim Harrison. There we go. The Hunted by Catherine Potasic. Look at that cover art. Borderland by S.K. Epperson. Finders Keepers by Stephen King. This looked elegantly trashy. Rich is Best by Julie Ellis. Look at the inside artwork, though. That's what drew me in. When was this copy written? 1970-something, I believe. No, 1985, which makes it all the more better. Wonderful. Diary of a Stalker by Electa Rome Parks. Strangers in the Night by Peg Tyre. Black Hawk Down by Mark Bowden. Reliquary by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child. This is the sequel to The Relic, which I have. Bag of Bones by Stephen King. As I've said probably 30 times now, Stephen King is always welcome in the library as long as I don't have him, or as long as I don't have the book. So, there we go. Just a couple more here. 2 screenplays, Clerks and Chasing Amy. Awesome. Love finding those. Steve Martin, Born Standing Up, A Comic's Life. Loose Girl, A Memoir of Promiscuity. By Carrie Cohen. That actually sounded pretty interesting to me. Vacant Eyes, a thriller by Sydney Spies. The Ultimate Medical Terror, a research experiment gone very wrong. Look at that cover art. Love it. And then finally we have the wrestling books that I was mentioning. We have Rulers of the Ring, Wrestling's Hottest Superstars by Robert Piccarello. Superstar Billy Graham, Tangled Ropes with Keith Elliott Greenberg. Wrestling with Success, Developing a Championship Mentality by Nikita Koloff and Jeffrey Gitomer. This is awesome. On Edge by Adam Copeland. And The Hardy Boys by Matt and Jeff Hardy with Michael Krugman. By